Raaz, thanks a lot for hosting me here in Tel Aviv. It's great to be in your beautiful offices.
Thank you for coming.
I remember the first time we met, it was, I think, before Wiz was started. We were in a hotel lobby and Asaf was like, you must meet Raaz. She's a superstar. But I didn't know for how long you'd known Asaf, Roy, and Ami. Tell us the story. How did you get to know the founding team?
I remember us meeting. It was the RSA right before COVID and right before I left Microsoft and decided to join Wiz. I met Asaf and Inon and Ami actually in Microsoft. I used to lead the Azure Sentinel product team, which was part of the cloud security group that they led. And that's how we got to know each other.
Tell me in one sentence, what is the last 3 years, the whirlwind of Wiz, where you've worn so many different hats? In one sentence, what's it been like for you?
I think it's been a crazy journey with the best of friends, meaning for me, like probably if I think across those 3 years, what stands out most is like the people I was on the ride with. Obviously the founders, but also, the core dev group that started, the first PMs we've hired. I mean, just like building the core kind of group and seeing it grow and expand. So I think what jumps to my mind mostly is just the people I've been on the ride with.
Yeah, it's been an amazing journey for me as well to witness kind of you and your growth. I remember when Asaf was like, hey, we're going to make a potential change. I'd love for you to talk to Raaz about product versus marketing. I was terrified because you're so innovative and important in product. I thought we might be losing something really critical. What was it like for you as you thought about moving from product into marketing?
Equally terrified. I've never even thought about marketing in any organization I was in before. So it was not like a career move. I mean, I wasn't thinking about doing a career move to marketing. I wasn't sure if I'm gonna like it. I wasn't sure if I'm gonna be good at it or even decent at it. But like, since there was a need and a ask, I was gonna try. Like I was gonna give it my best and kind of see where it falls. So that's the honest answer of how I got into marketing. I think luckily enough, I did find out that not only do I like it, I kind of love it. There's a lot of beautiful things about marketing. It has been like a type of job that I feel like resonates really well with me, but I definitely did not know that going in.
Oh, tell me more. We haven't talked about, the emotion that you felt. Like what aspects do you love about marketing?
In a lot of ways, it's opposite to product in ways that actually excite me. From when you work on a product from a product perspective, every feature, everything I work on that I input into the product has to be super carefully thought about, and I have to be extremely convinced this is the right thing to add and it's the right design because of two reasons. The first being dev time. Like if my developers are working on something, their time is the most expensive thing the company has, and I have to be convinced that this is the right thing to be working on. The second reason is like anything you add into a product, it's there forever, right? Like even if one customer ends up using the feature, I can never take it back. So if you add a feature that ends up not being something that most of your customers need or not properly designed, that's how you end up with super complicated product and legacy features, and this is half support and this is not supported. So anything you add is there forever. So you have to be super strict about it. Mm-hmm. Marketing, I feel, is almost the opposite. I mean, it doesn't matter like what you do today, nobody's gonna remember tomorrow. There's a lot of more room for game and experiment. Like I can think about an idea for a video, I can do it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So it doesn't get liked on social, right? Like tomorrow is a new day. I mean, nobody cares. I don't have to maintain the video. So I feel like actually you can kind of just try a lot of things and kind of see what sticks and be very creative with it and be more like playful with your ideas.
Do you find anything different in working with product teams versus working with marketing teams?
When I've worked with product teams, it was always, my product team. So it was always very local. It was people I knew. It's small teams. Marketing is a large organization. Most of them are US based. And also there's a lot of different functions in the marketing org, like vastly different functions. I've always managed PMs. Now I have, there's product marketing, then there's like field marketing people, then there's designers and brand people and people who manage social and copywriting and like a video editor. Like there's so many different functions in the marketing org, and yet the whole thing has to work kind of like one machine, which makes it super interesting and very challenging. Like almost there's a lot of vastly different domains inside marketing. So it's a very different experience for me.
And adapting to kind of remote team is something new for you, or something that you experienced at Microsoft?
It is different. I mean, I do think it's something I spend a lot of time thinking about. I feel like I do have to be very intentional about the remoteness. Like having a team that works closely together, that feels proud together, that feels happy together, that feels attached to each other. For me, it's a core thing in working somewhere. Like that's what makes me come to work. So being able to build that for a remote team, I think you have to be very intentional. To me, that means over communication. It means we meet the whole team for an hour every week. And sometimes, having 50 people on a call, it could feel like, oh, is that the most efficient use of everybody's time? But no, I feel like because of the remoteness, it's like you have to make sure we're all on the same page. As well as I still do think in-person is very important. I mean, I do try to ensure that we meet as a team 3 times a year. I do think there's still a lot of impact to being together physically once in a while.
Yeah, well, I've been so impressed with how intentional you've been with communication, with experimentation, such that the pace and the output of the marketing organization is truly world-class. I know you're only a year into the marketing seat, and I'm sure you'll retain this desire to simplify, right? That's the magic of our product, and I think it can be part of the magic of marketing. If you could wave, a magic wand, how would you distill Wiz's marketing message in the next year?
The challenge I see in marketing, and the thing that also drew me into it, is actually that I was able to see firsthand the magic Wiz actually has with customers, right? Whether it's being on a call and demoing the product and seeing the response, or even better, after a customer buys Wiz and deploys Wiz and seeing the impact it has on his team and the transformation we're able to do to their cloud security operation. So I've seen the magic actually happen, and I hear the magic from customers. And so our real challenge is kind of scaling that message and keeping it Wiz, meaning a lot of marketing insecurity is negative in some ways. Like It's attached to fear, it's attached to scaring people from a potential breach. That has never resonated for me personally, so it's also never the approach that we are taking. And it's also never been the approach the product takes. So I hope to be able to scale that message, keeping the tone Wiz, which is optimistic and fun.
Well, this was super fun. I'm even more optimistic about the future of Wiz. Thank you so much, Raaz,
for
spending a little time with me.
Thank you.